We're lucky we all made it out alive. Are you still watching this boy's back?
I am. Can you quit calling me a boy in front of everyone? I'm the leader of the Alliance now. It's not proper.
Not proper, is it? Says the leader who has neglected Alliance territory for years.
I suppose that's rather irresponsible.
You should go back to working quietly at whatever little desk you do your planning on.
Yeah.
I will ensure our success.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 16. I can't believe it, but we made it to that 4,000 subscriber goal, so thanks to everyone, whether you've been around since the early days of that very first video, or you just found out about the channel. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me to know that there are people willing to join me down the road of this silly challenge and find fun in it like I do. So thank you all for being here. Please leave a comment about what keeps you coming back. And, well, let's have some fun with it. Here is Dark Bishop Raphael, continuing the path he started when he kidnapped Flame that first time. Let's take care of some business. And, well, it really was business. It is not an exciting battle, so let's maybe take care of some business somewhere else where we're not flapping straight through buildings. And we'll just grind a little bit of experience and money out of this battle in ALL. Let's see how the levels went.
We can handle that.
We got a gambit coming down from Marianne. Just having NPCs ram into other NPCs often gets you experience, and Marianne gets to level 30 just from watching it happen.
I feel a little stronger.
You shouldn't, but defense is helpful. So we'll take that. Claude, I don't know how long they'll hold a grudge given that they're dead. Claude gets to level 35, so he's quite a bit ahead of Marianne.
The weak fall, the strong live.
We might be in trouble then. Oh, Petra also getting to level 27.
No matter what, I will not misplace my
You got a point of magic, can't complain. The Almiran and Rigid schools of sorcery working together on curriculum development. Here's Wylith at level 34, so she's actually behind Claude a little bit.
I'm stronger than before.
You're not. That must be why your students have so many misapprehensions about what stats do. Balthus gets the last hit of this battle and gets to level 31.
Amazing what a little bloodshed can do.
You actually got a point of strength. Maybe that treatment they've been working on is alright. And that wasn't the last hit of the battle. What am I talking about? There's one enemy left, and it has to attack Balthus so that we can finish the mission on enemy phase. There we get some money. We're always cash-strapped, it seems. And Balthus gets MVP for once. Must have been that point of strength.
Take a look at this.
I left a treasure at the Holy Tomb. Note that I set a bit of a trap to prevent thieves from stealing it. Rhea.
Let's go and get it, Teach.
Huh. But then won't we be
Great.
thieves?
But there's a trap there that might injure us? Huh. Just to be safe, there's a friend I'd like to invite as well.
You have other friends?
After all, who knows what lies ahead?
You gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
Yeah, that's not worrisome at all.
Well, as promised, Cyril's going to come along for this
something
one.
there. Are those the devices that Rhea warned us about?
I mean, probably.
Those are the Phantoms, and some of them are giving orders. Let's target those first.
Yeah, good luck with that. Well, Claude's going to kick things off since thieving everything from the Holy Tomb was his idea, and he literally gets burned by the traps that are guarding it. So, let that be a lesson to us all. Go ahead and back off a little bit here, Claude, or just stay right where you are, whatever you want to do. Raphael, with his Poison Strike, is actually a lot more useful than the numbers might suggest. So he gets in some big damage, and then gets 10 more from Poison Strike, making that one right for the picking, so we'll go for extreme overkill, because why would Wyleth care about any of the synergies we're setting up? Raphael very impressed by the damage output there, since he just likes killing things in the Holy Tomb. He doesn't know why. Lawrence just ripping through nerds like they're not even there. Mercedes gets to level 23.
This is for everyone's good.
The defense, I suppose. You get to be at the front lines. Hilda can just attack anything from anywhere. Who really cares? We want to put out a meaningful amount of damage. I don't know if 8 really qualifies as meaningful, but it does to Hilda. Let her have this. Come on. Ignatz is going to get off of his wyvern for a second so that he can draw out whatever was off screen. Presumably something with a bow. And Leone is going to try to fry up that mage, or at least get a light sear on it, get better flavor that way. And Lysithea can actually finish things off.
I will not die yet.
No, not yet, anyway. That's a good qualifier to put on these. You know how our leadership works. Bernadetta is also here. She's going to dance up Wyleth so that she can move forward a little further and see if she can get rid of this brawler before it causes extreme problems for us. She can't. So someone's going to have to survive a couple of punches.
Let's go.
And Cyril is not going to be that person. So we'll just move him over to the left squad and move Balthus over here. Here is that sniper that we couldn't see. Ignatz still has the chalice, so he's going to take an axe swing from who knows how far away. He has the high ground. That's how it works. Punches coming in at Lawrence, and he dodges one, and we've got Mercedes to defend him at a very strange angle.
Too easy.
And now Claude has to win a punch competition of his own. Looks like he actually did win. Well identified, Claude. A bolting mage coming after Wyleth. We may not have prepared adequately for that. And bolting mages and bow knights.
It would be best to take care of whoever's controlling them straight away.
Yeah, they're not the ones that can actually hit us, Claude, but interesting suggestion. Ignatz will get back on his wyvern. I'm still not sure that he's settled on a name for it. And will be in a lot less danger with that sniper gone. We can fly back over and have Ignatz join one of the groups. Over here on left squad, we have a brawler still to deal with since Lawrence did finish the job on enemy phase. Maybe Lysithea can get it done. There we go. Just a smash will take it out. Got the crest to rub it in. And Linhart is going to learn some lessons from that.
I think I'm improving.
Wow, you actually are, Linhart. Your stats aren't anything to write home about right now, but the level of progress is. Now, Lawrence can heal himself just by focusing on how ripped his abs are. And, well, given how much we have coming at us over on this side, we're going to reposition, run back to the center, and have Ignatz be the only one they can hit. And he, with the chalice, will be able to hit back. Hopefully his dodge tanking will do something with us. Let's watch some robots dance for us. Now, Lawrence is going to get a dodge there. We have that Brawl Avo 20 doing a lot of work for us. Ignatz literally unhittable by that bow knight. So, good shot from the AI. Bolting coming in at Ignatz as well. And he gets to double in response, so one bolting mage down.
To let you go.
Well, all the way from over there, how could you? Oh, magic coming at Ignatz as well. Another dodge. This one was actually a little bit lucky. And he gets another double swing of the axe. Again, the high ground explains how he keeps winning. Now we get to watch some axe guys just walk around. Okay, back to our turn. We have a bow knight that we want to go away. Looks like the surefire way to get rid of it is a hunter's volley. So Wyleth is going to take the sure thing and not get a crit. So we actually did need to do that. Lawrence Knuckles. Killer Knuckles get us to 37%, and we land the first one. Oh, we got both of them because we literally needed both of them to get this kill.
This should be suitable.
Okay, sure is suitable, doesn't get us anything meaningful. Leone said that was fun to watch, and I kind of agree, Leone. We have similar interests in what we like to see. Now, Leone is going to light this up.
All right, who's
This one,
next?
she gets more of a serious char on, and that gets her to level 35.
Still far from the top.
Her strength and magic stats are actually pretty bad, even though Leone is one of our consistently good units. So numbers aren't everything. It's how you use them. Let's heal up Lawrence and get Hilda tantalizingly close to a new level. We'll put Lysithea up here. Hopefully she can take whatever hits come at her. We set Ignatz up against another bolting mage.
I wasn't about to let you go.
That gets him to level 35.
I found strength in adversity.
You found speed in adversity. That's not as inspirational. We may need to rethink the phrasing on that one, too. Wylith is up against a Bow Knight. Interesting little flip maneuver she has. More robots dancing. Interesting that we would just have a whole space set up in the monastery for robot raves. Lysithea from Poison Strike might be in a little bit of trouble if anyone else can hit her. Oh, boy. We need a miracle here, and we do not get one.
If only.
Yeah, if only we didn't die. Okay, we'll have to watch that whole minutes-long enemy phase again. Okay, we'll go back here. We'll not put Lysithea in the danger zone since she doesn't have sufficient defense, and we'll do a little bit of repositioning over on the right side. Whoa. Still have the bolting mage coming after Ignatz. He still gets to cut it down.
Still alive.
And he still gets to that same level 35.
I want to do my part.
You're doing more than your part, Ignatz. Compare your performance to everyone else's. And, you know, don't make a whole big thing of it. Don't make anyone feel bad, but feel good about yourself. Different maneuver there from Wylith. She doesn't want to make everything feel the same. Here's the same robot rave that we're so excited about. Okay. Start with right crew again. I think their courses of action are more likely to be successful. So, going with a Hunter's Volley from Wylith.
It won't be.
And we actually managed to get that kill. Gets Wylith to level 35.
Not my best.
That is actually okay. So, good job doing badly, Wylith. I guess you excel at being terrible. Balthus goes in with a gambit. He actually manages to nail it, so now we are not as concerned about those warriors that could come in and just chop any of us to pieces since we don't have our defensive units over here. Ignatz is going to try and distract the robot with some fancy ashes and dust. And so, given that he's our dodge tank, I'm not super worried about having him in the danger zone. So we'll put him over here. For now, anyway. Dance him up and try to put him in a better offensive position. Bernadetta will get to level 21 from dancing.
This'll help me keep steady.
The charm is probably more helpful than anything else for sword dance and things like that. Lawrence. You're our dodge tank over here, so let's put on those iron gauntlets and see what's coming at you. Lawrence should be fine. His defense is actually pretty good right now, too, and yours would be, too, if you had abs of steel. More robot raving. And now, coming at Ignatz with a Lance of Light, and he manages to dodge it. Excellent, so we get another couple of axe hits. Breaks down one barrier completely, means the first blow is free. Excellent. Ignatz gets to double one of those warriors. Now, 2% to hit Lawrence does not work out. The AI making just very reliable investments right now that somehow aren't working out. The 32 also doesn't hit Lawrence. Okay, back to us. So over here we have this warrior and the robot left to finish off. That are the big problems. We'll split a helm open, and those huge fancy helmets must be very breakable. Now then, we also have a fortress knight and a sniper up there to deal with. And we want to put Ignatz over here so that he is adding linked attack support. Balthus can just deal his measly damage over here.
No, I'm indestructible.
Oh, you actually know what the ability does. That's interesting. Have you been breaking the fourth wall in Philosophy Club? Wylith, go ahead and break down this last barrier. Get the crest activation a little bit so Wylith's at full health. And now the robot will not hit us. 5 mithril at once is kind of a big haul. So we'll want to try and mine all of these robots before we move on. We'll put Balthus up here. Just try to break down a health bar. We don't get a 64% crit because why would we count on Balthus for much of anything? And we'll move him out of danger range. Wylith will probably be able to deal with getting hit a little better.
We've got your back.
Claude will need to get things started over here. We'll have Petra just kind of float into people. And that is shockingly effective. If only she could confiscate their bows while she was at it. Lawrence, I don't think you want to move up too far, so we'll just have him curved shot with the bow I never remember that he has. And let's just huck an axe into a person. There we go.
It's done.
Indeed it is, and that gets Lysithea to level 32. My thoughts exactly. Pull her back. Cyril's here, remember? We brought him very deliberately, even though he thinks this is not worth his time. And Hilda can hit anything from anywhere, so let's finish off one of those snipers. Now it's just the bow knight that will attack us. Hilda gets to level 32.
I still have a long way to go.
And, you have some progress to make on magic, but your strength is quite impressive. Ooh, not great from Wylith. That had a 69% chance to hit. I should have known. Okay, enemies going every which way now that the music has changed. The dance party is going to get really active for those robots with the new tunes going down. 25% actually hit Lawrence. That's kind of surprising. Now Claude has to dodge Fimbulveter. Doesn't work out for him. I think he survives this turn, though. Okay. Let's see if we can get rid of this robot, or at least shut down the new music. We can go in with the Killer Axe. Still have decent dodges. Oh, we'll just get rid of it straight away. Alright, Ignatz says that the only music around here will be by Ignatz and the Victors.
They may be phantoms, but they can still be harmed. Let's take out the other commanders.
Good, now that we know they can feel pain, we're energized. That's a little concerning. We'll have Bernadetta dance up Ignatz, since he's used to having people dance for his band. And, looks like this one is weak to axes, so we'll use a smash to raise that crit percentage, and still miss it. Excellent. Glad I invested those charges. Still getting a good dodge, though. And we'll keep Ignatz right where he is to provide support. Let's see if Balthus can get a crit. That'd be nice. Balthus, please. Nope. Okay, are you gonna get a 2% dodge? No. Alright.
After all this time.
Yeah, it actually didn't take that long, Balthus. Okay. We'll try things a little differently then. We'll Hunter's Volley here with Wylith. That should take out the health bar. Yeah, here's one crit, and we don't need the other one to take it out. Okay, now the RNG is effectively reset as well, so we will try again with Ignatz before we go in with Balthus.
I can do this!
Okay, this one actually manages to hit. And takes it out in one blow. All right, we don't need to worry about Balthus then.
Amazing!
I'd be impressed too, Bernadetta. You might just want to be a permanent fan of Ignatz and the Victors. Where do we want him to fly? I don't think we want him in the line of fire without being able to activate alert stance. So we'll have Balthus go along with him. Big pile of enemies right here to deal with. We know what we do with big piles of enemies. We blow them up. And despite Lawrence getting an idea, it actually works. So now we have to deal with that Bow Knight, but the magic users are in a bit of a bind since they are on fire. Generally not recommended for your company. Thoron, coming out of Hilda, actually manages to land, so that Bow Knight is more vulnerable right now. We can put Claude up a little further, since he has that avoidance boost, and the 1-2-3 punch finishes off the Bow Knight. Oh, we also have the fetters on him, so he can just run. We'll move Leonie up so she can heal Claude and be closer to the front. Looks like the only attack coming down right now will fail to kill Raphael, so that is okay. We want Marianne up a little bit. And Cyril is still just waiting to get to a relevant position. More mages coming in, a sniper coming to the right. Oh, Raphael can hit back? Excellent. Alright, he'll go to 1 HP? Yeah, that's all he needs. More Robo-Dance. Magic coming at Lawrence. He dodges the literal end of the world. And now they are lining up again. Cyril. 20% chance. Can't go wrong, right?
What can I do?
Can't accomplish a whole lot else, so might as well take the chance. Huh, shocking. Alright. Claude can get behind enemy lines here and just delete this guy.
A fitting outcome.
Fitting what, exactly? We'll keep Claude where he is, since we need some support provided on that one in particular.
I've got an idea.
So Hilda will actually have to get really close to the action and miss still? Alright, we really need one of those big gambits to land. So we'll still do this with Claude.
You got yourself killed.
So that will give Hilda some new RNG. But let's see if we can remove her a little bit more from the failures. We'll attack with Lawrence. And Leonie will finish things off.
Make a difference.
She'll provide a little more support for the gambit we want to get off with Hilda. Okay, now it's 100. Can't mess this up now.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, you actually do now. So there we go. That hits all 4 of those mages. We still have a white mage in the back there. We'll use a recover with Cyril. Now Marianne can get in with her gauntlets and shield punch out a nerd.
Forgive me.
And maybe the goddess looks down on nerd punching. We don't really care a whole lot about that, but it's good to know. Raphael will cast Kirsten's Arrow to win this mage battle, and that gets him to level 33.
Gotta get stronger.
You actually don't, but it does help with Kirsten's Arrow, so, you know, you do you. Bernadetta can heal in addition to dancing, and look at all that healing that went down. Super effective. Wylith is probably going to feel some consequences of her actions, which she typically doesn't do, but she gets the kill anyway. Alright, let's reposition Ignatz and Balthus. Ignatz will get alert stance, so we'll have him draw some things out. Claude will shrug off a little bit of magic damage. And, well, now the rave tolls for us, but we do get a good dodge there from Ignatz. And his lightning isn't coming just from as high up as it can. We actually get to see that it is below where the statue's head is. Marianne taking some hits, but she'll tank them just fine. More healing coming in from Bernadetta. In about 4 or 5 turns, we might get Wylith back up to full health. Ignatz go in with the lance. because it is weak to them. That breaks down a whole barrier by itself. We'll fly him back. Balthus also holding lances. He can deal double-digit damage. He must be so proud of himself. We'll move him back here. And Wyleth is carrying a pointy stick of some kind, right? Can we break down this health bar? Yes, with the fancy stick, we can indeed. So we get more mithril out of that, stop it from attacking us. Now over here we have a line of mages to deal with, which is just a line of nerds to stuff in a locker to Lawrence. That gets him to level 34.
I can exceed this.
You have in the past, so I believe you, even though that's like, okay.
My work's not done.
No, it really isn't. Look at that strength score. Claude can just 1 and 2, and it goes
We're all
down.
desperate, aren't we?
Yes, actually. If you haven't been paying attention, indeed we are. More healing coming out of Cyril. That is why we needed him as a friend in our corner. Raphael has another cast of Kirsten's Arrow coming out, and it lands.
I'll do my
And
best.
Hilda, very impressed with it. Marianne getting one more punch,
This is for the best, right?
proving that she is indeed not a nerd. Hilda will heal up Raphael a little bit. Leonie will heal Claude. And we'll just move on up with Lysithea. We have finally broken out of our stairway prison. Claude taking a big hit from the end of the world there. Oh, is he gonna die?
So close.
No, but indeed, we were close to death.
My understanding is
Petra
complete.
gets Fiendish Blow. The Brigid School is 9. Okay, so over here with Right Squad, we have this giant robot to deal with. Balthus, we've tried this before. Do not fail me again. We really need you to nail this crit. Okay, indeed, it was do or die. Very appropriate dialogue here, Balthus. Balthus know more about what's going on than we give him credit for. Philosophy Club must get into some weird stuff. Ooh! All of the dialogue is pretty on point today. And, oh, Ignatz was actually wrong. So Ignatz clearly behind the fourth wall, unlike Balthus, who is stretching those boundaries. We'll move Wyleth over here. Let's just get the sure thing with the silver bow. And, she might not have believed in it herself, but it worked. This is your plan? Okay. Now then, let's keep on healing. Again, several turns and we might get close to full health.
Sorry.
Over here, Cyril, just showing off his healing skills. Kind of rude to do it right after Bernadetta was struggling. But, okay. Now Leonie can provide a bunch of support against all of these units. And again, trying to get that delicious char on all of the brawlers. The brawler is a real problem. Let's see if we can get a kill here. Yes, right away. There we go. And it's finished.
Next one's mine.
And Leonie says, you stole my kill. Probably should have gotten some more damage done, Leonie. 1, 2, 3, and this one is down from Claude. So we don't have to worry about that sniper. Just one mage left. We can attack from outside its attack range here with Raphael. Get that damage and the poison strike. So maybe now Lysithea can finish the job. She'll ride in, huck an axe at 100% chance to hit, and there we go.
I will not die yet.
And do we want her to be in range? No, we've been burned by that before. So we'll let Leonie try to handle this. And she took the hit. And, she will not be able to char this. I'll tell you that. So we have this giant robot to deal with. We will be able to unite left and right squad.
We can handle that.
Let's go in with Lysithea's linked horses.
Let's turn the tables.
Those horses are decidedly unlinked. I am not impressed by the name of this gambit, but it will work just fine. Let's not invite out the whole gang and just back Lysithea up to make some space for more attackers. We'll just break down a barrier here with the rapier. Because Leonie has all of 20 strength, she's got to show it off. Raphael can get in range to break this one down. And most of his damage comes from Poison Strike anyway, am I right? And Balthus can move on in to crack that last barrier. Ooh, 5 damage. We love dealing single-digit damage around here. And that breaks down the armor and gets us 5 mithril, 1 for each damage that Balthus did. Lawrence still carrying that bow.
Be gone with you.
And he's even going to crit with that. Lawrence coming out of his shell here. And breaking down a shell on the robot. How coincidental. Claude can get in 4 hits, so we'll go in with the fancy gloves. And will he break down this health bar all by his lonesome? He will. Just exact damage gets him to level 36.
More battles means more strength.
It actually does this time. Interesting. Even Petra gets a level out of this.
War fuels
And
my
now that
body
the
and
Bridget
mind.
School of Sorcery is online, she will advance through its curriculum and get speed and not magic. Okay, Ignatz. Let's see what you can do. Just double with the Iron Axe looks good. Get in a solid 54 damage, but it looks like finishing it off will be someone else's job. Bernadetta, keep up healing. You'll get there someday. And Wylith, we'll actually let her get into the line of fire since she's not too worried about getting hit by magic. She doesn't actually finish the robot off. Ooh, she's getting gambited, but good dodge of the thing falling from the sky by going further up in the sky. Wyverns. I'm not exactly sure of the logic of that, but if they're trained by Wylith, I get why things would be weird. Hilda goes on with Blutgong to prove that she knows how to use weapons. And Balthus will get the first shot on this Phantom Soldier before backing off. And so he just wants to remind everyone that he's helping. He's here, and his contributions matter. Everyone likes to feel that way. Raphael will get the kill, though.
Should have seen that coming.
And I don't know that Phantoms would really see re-dying coming. Cyril gets to level 25 from all this healing.
Seems I've improved again.
You really have. Magic 20 for someone in your position is really high. A lot higher than Petra's. So the Elmyran School of Sorcery has a much different curriculum, I guess. And that's why they have so much to learn from each other. Interdisciplinary perspectives, remember that. Claude gets a single punch just to make fun of him more than to deal damage, really. And we have some units over here that we want to embarrass. So we'll have Ignatz counterattack with his axe from that range. Lots of units running out. All the commanders are over on the left. So, ooh, Commander Nerd gets Commander punched. And Lawrence not even going to say anything about that massive victory.
This is for everyone's good.
Is it, though? A speedier Fortress Knight is for everyone's good. Wylith, just fire away at the Excalibur Mage. I don't know if we'll be able to finish everything off over here with the actions that we have left.
For the future of Bodlin.
But we can get Ignatz to level 36.
I've got to pull it together.
You, kinda should. I know you know how to. Let's dance up Wylith.
Much needed.
I don't know if it's needed. We could just finish the mission anytime we want. But it's necessary to get some free experience by killing this thing.
This could turn the tides.
And it didn't.
Those giant monsters can still move, but they seem much weaker now.
Oh, are they weaker now that they're dead? Oh, Cyril's actually going to attack on this mission. And unfortunately, he did not get the can open, so we'll have to get beans some other way. Raphael will light it up. He heard there were beans inside, so he's going to bake them. And now Marianne will have to pry the can open with her trusty axe. Okay, one more thing that we gotta kill. So let's huck an axe at it, get the boss music back up and running. And Hilda, let's see. You're not really that good at dealing a whole lot of damage, are you? But it's cute that you try. Claude, what can you accomplish? Similarly, very little. Okay then. Can anyone deal damage here? Leone? Maybe?
Thanks for
okay,
that.
I guess we're just leaving the opportunities for someone else. Balthus has a horse slayer. Is that enough? It actually is. I'm shocked by that information. And that gets him to level 32. So he can feel like he's part of the team.
Amazing what a little bloodshed can do.
Guess it didn't help with your condition still.
Looks like we made it through the madhouse. So where's this treasure that Rhea mentioned?
Good question. I guess it's
We
off
finally
screen.
found it. This must be the treasure?
Not that he's going to
Let's get
show
out of
it
here
to
and
us, of
take a look.
course. And who gets MVP from all this but Ignatz? We have a bit of a lull in the action here, so let's take the opportunity as we're just watching some skills advance to take stock of where the characters in the A-team are in their progression and just how they're doing in combat. Claude was really just stone useless as a priest. So Warmonk has been doing wonders for his combat effectiveness. Getting to be able to brawl, not being so reliant on doubling with magic, and getting brawl Avo 20 by mastering the class has been great. Lawrence,
I'm getting it.
absolutely killing it as a brawler. He has been using those rock hard abs to his advantage. He actually has decent defense. His offensive skills are off the charts. Ignatz also killing it as a Wyvern Lord. He is just making all kinds of things happen offensively. He can act as a dodge tank. He's really doing it all. Raphael is probably in contention for one of our worst units in the A-team. He is not doing great. He is very slow. His damage output is okay, and Poison Strike has been surprisingly helpful, but he's struggling. Our armor units, Marianne and Lysithea, are doing like okay, but the enemies are at a point in their progression where they can just kind of get over it. Hilda here, getting to Gremory, is doing pretty well. Mostly she just uses her range from Thyrsis. Her resistance was really low, her defense is really low, so she can't really take a hit, so that limits where she can go. Here's Ash getting a bit of an upgrade. Balthus has experienced challenges from his strength, so we'll see if Beaufair can do him any favors. One more unit to talk about after this message.
The Great Bridge of Murden is in sight. Beyond it, the Empire.
The Empire will want to hold on to it at all costs, so expect tough defenses.
You're right. Their defenses are pretty impenetrable. Let's make our move carefully.
You're in command. Do whatever it takes to win. Well, other than sacrificing the lives of our allies for the sake of victory, try to avoid that. Let's get moving. We're counting on you, my friend.
Alright, Ignatz is going to take command here.
That symbol. It's an enemy raid. Stay calm and face them head on.
Oh, that's
Send
why
a messenger
Ignatz
to
wanted to take
Acheron
command.
immediately.
Ladislava's
If we're
here.
quick, we might be able to pull off a
The
pincer
old
attack.
enemy suitor,
They say the enemy general, Ladislava, is among Edelgard's most trusted.
among other
Let's see what
things.
she's got.
Alright, one more unit to talk about is
Our goal
Leone.
is to take down Ladislava and gain control
Well, it's
of the
Ignatz's
bridge.
goal for sure.
Let's go.
Leone has been doing pretty well. Her offensive stats are actually pretty trash, but having Black Tome Fair has been doing wonders for her, and she's super fast, so she can double, unlike Raphael, who sometimes even can't double the Fortress Knights. Raphael is also limited by his low mobility, which Mortal Savant can deal with for Leone. So here is Hilda. showing that she has a little bit of spell power.
Sorry, but it's you or me.
Even without any kind of tome fare. Up here, Marianne is still a somewhat reasonable tank, so we'll put her in the danger zone. Wylith is also someone that we've got to talk about. Out of all the Leths so far, she is probably the most offensively devastating. It's harder to put her in the front lines than it was with Trilith in Season 2, who went down the Cavalier path. So they just play somewhat different roles, which I guess is to be expected. Sylith, so far from Season 1, is probably the worst performer.
Whoa, new enemies from the central fortress? By the looks of it, that might not be all of them.
What are you looking at to reach that conclusion? Here comes a bow shot at Lysithea. She still has the wherewithal to take the hit. And some Fortress Knights moving on up. So we got some things to deal with. And we know that Acheron is on his way. We'll have Leone boldly move on in.
Looks like we can capture this fortress quickly if we take out the soldiers protecting it.
Oh, here they are.
Enemies approaching. Get the soldiers standing by to join the fight. We may need to hurry up preparations of the ballista, too. Protect the fortress.
There is no fortress there. It is literally just some squares on the map. Anyway, Leone is going to fry this guy up. And, Ballista, that sounds pretty good. We have someone interested in the Ballista, so we'll just have Wylith come over here and check out the real estate.
I must lead them well.
And that gets her to level 36.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Wow! That is not something they anticipate from you. Here comes Ignatz. He is just in full-on rage mode up against Edelgard's new partner in Ladislava. He is going to do his best to get over there as fast as possible and have some words.
You got yourself killed.
Claude, actually, you killed them. You literally punched some life out of them. You were there. You saw it. You saw them die. Hilda can move on up and strangely not get a kill here with Thunder, leaving it at 5. So someone else is going to have to pick that off. Can Balthus manage it with his new firepower? Yes, indeed he can. He has to combat art with a steel bow, but he can do it. Who needs strength when you have Bowfair for literally all the damage you did? Alright, let's see what Marianne's best is. It is 36. We are not fast enough to double in the battle of the Fortress Knights here. Looks like Lysithea could have done this pretty well with the Axe of Hukunvasra. She does have the matching crest, so that's interesting to know. And here's Acheron's forces, apparently.
Acheron, now's the time to show your loyalty to the Empire. Attack the enemy from behind.
I've got to make my name known to Her Majesty through distinguished service.
She's taken, from what I
Acheron
understand.
the Weathervane. He's of the Alliance. He's a minor noble who holds territory to the north of Murden.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction that we already got 5 years ago.
He's nothing but a nuisance, even to the Alliance.
Here comes some reinforcements after Leone. They're going to get fried up as well, though she doesn't have Fiendish Blow active, so that hurts her damage output a little bit. Ooh, coming at Claude, he gets a dodge and tries to punch through solid steel. That's more Lawrence's bag. Monster's gonna dance around. Okay, we have some forces to deal with. Let's get rid of their commander.
The declining alliance will be finished if I kill you. The Empire will herald the new age.
Only if you manage to kill me. What's that to the north? Looks like the home of another opportunistic noble is burning.
That's my castle. No!
Did we plan that?
That's the declining alliance at work right there. Seems like you were facing the wrong way, Weathervane.
Oh snap, you got him, Claude. Now just punch his life out. There we go.
I never should have aligned with the Empire.
Ah, poor guy. course, that has absolutely no bearing on the rest of his troops, apparently. So Raphael is going to have to melt them down. Good job, Raphael. You actually managed to double something. Marianne, can we say the same for you? Not over here, since we are up against some cavalry, but you can killer axe them almost to death. You gotta dodge just to dunk on them, not that they could hurt you. With armored blow up, we get to level 31.
I want to learn even more.
We get a 23rd point of strength. That'll be helpful, maybe. Here comes Hilda. Looks like she only needs a Nosferatu to finish off these Legathon forces. And we nail both of them. Goes down and gets Hilda to level 33. We see that Mercy is hanging out with the Devil Axe. And that Influence is helping out with Hilda's Strength, the stat she never uses. Now, let's have Lawrence remember that he has that bow, deals the single damage that he needed to deal. And we'll have Leone come on over here to help out. Looks like fire is the thing that can double up, so we'll do that. Okay, we still have to finish it off with somebody. Balthus, you still have that Horse Slayer. Right, here we go. Ooh, that was actually not a do-or-die situation. You'll need to go back to the Philosophy Club and ask what that really means. I don't know if you meant that, Marianne, because he kind of doesn't shine in battle, but maybe you're just trying to make him feel better. Lysithea coming in with the Killer Axe, and indeed it kills. Linhardt is inspired by such killing and gets to level 22.
I'm improving.
You're not. Just objectively.
Someone's fired up.
Balthus and Lysithea are just happy for each other. Marianne is as well. All the axe murderers are just in it together. We get to take the ballista, and now Wyleth can just sit back, watch from a distance, and snipe at whoever she wants. Oh, we get a crit with it.
I'm getting the hang of this.
And now that she is getting a new fancy giant weapon, she's getting the hang of things. Great dodge there from Balthus. Can't dodge them all. So we're going to take some poison strike damage, unfortunately. More troops coming out. And we had Nosferatu equipped, so we're going to get a lot of that HP back and kill the soldier. Balthus is completely fine, and he even gets his vengeance right away. Yeah, that did indeed look like it hurt. Usually, when you kill people to death by putting a pointy stick in them, it does hurt. Here comes another double Nosferatu from Hilda, getting her back to full HP. And now it is our turn again. We'll move up Raphael. Who needs to double when you can poison strike? Just light him up. And it'll go down to 7 HP. Lawrence, you can deal 7 with a curved shot, right? Right, indeed. So let's go on in, fire away, nailed it.
No obstacle.
And nothing can keep you back, Lawrence. Not with an outfit like that.
My skills are rising to my status.
Which skills, though? It's worth asking. Hilda. Who cares where you're standing? You can just hit anything anywhere. Let's attack this thing with Thunder. That gets in for 15. Still a lot of work to do over there. Leone is holding the Caduceus staff. And she can get some work done against this. And by work, I mean absolutely eviscerated. She even gets to heal herself up a little bit. Ignatz very impressed by the display. Lysithea can go in relatively safely. We don't nail the crit there with the Killer Axe, so we lose a bit of HP. She'll heal some of it back on her own because of the Saros shield. Balthus just getting things done with that Horse Slayer. Compensating for his strength somehow. And let's put Ignatz there as the dodge tank, and Wyleth will just keep doing what she wants to do. Claude, gotta keep up.
My thanks.
Healing coming down from the enemy, more monsters dancing around. Ignatz, so much for dodge tanking. Let's hope there's
I've got
not
the gist
another
of it now.
sniper waiting to do that. Yes, Axe Prowess 5 is the gist of it, Ignatz. Okay, our turn again. Ignatz is in a little bit of trouble. So we try to dodge tank with him again. That is kind of a big risk. Double Thunder takes the Fortress Knight down to not a lot of HP. Claude can't get in the fight yet, so he'll just heal Lysithea. Can't huck an axe straight through, so we'll need to use another Bolt Axe charge. Arcane Crystals are expensive. Okay, so that one's down. We'll move Lysithea there for support purposes, and look at that. Another one down from the Ballista. Okay then, Ignatz. Just huck a hand axe to keep yourself out of trouble. And go right there where no one else can get you. Balthus. Let's keep you out of danger as well. Use that steel bow. And it goes down. Bowfair doing a lot for our buddy Balthus.
That's life.
And he's back to form. Gotta balance your life with the Philosophy Club, buddy. Let's reposition, do some healing, and get ready.
Apologies.
More healing. More monster dancing. Okay. Let's open this up. Talisman. Great. Move on up with the Fetters, Claude. Open this one up. It's a critical ring. Cool. Now we can reposition, get Lysithea ready to take some hits, do a little bit of healing, and let's see how it goes. Leone is up here, ready to retaliate against the Fortress Knight with some Nosferatus. Doesn't quite kill it.
Great.
Then it gets healed up, so we'll probably need more magic to finish that off. The monster, just keep going up and down. Okay. So now we're in position to do some fighting. The red area is what will summon Ladislava, which is kind of a dangerous proposition. She knows about Ignatz and Edelgard's history, so it could really escalate quite fast. Hilda's going to go after the beast that is impeding our progress with some resonant lightning. Now we want to break down all of those barriers. So fire away right there, Ignatz, and that will take the monster out of the fight for this turn. Okay. Excellent, and we get to freeze the mage and the Fortress Knight on the southern position. We get some ore, we'll move Ignatz back, and now we can move some of our troops up. Oh, there's another Cavalier over here that we've got to deal with. Okay, so we don't get the crit on the Killer Axe, but what can Wylith do for us from her position that she refuses to leave? Gets another 25 damage in on that Cavalier, leaves it vulnerable to Raphael, who can just straight get the kill with a basic spell. And now we have our choice of what we want to do. Balthus can just fire away with his mini bow. Looks like he wants to take down that health bar, and the monster has a headache, which maybe the Imperial Army will give it some acetaminophen, something. I don't know. Now then, Lysithea going with the Bolt Axe, 42, excellent. And she can Canto her way back since Great Knight is such a good class. We've got a Rapier here on Leone, just to tear through the armor. And she'll stay right where she is. We'll heal that critical HP on Marianne, and keep Claude out of trouble for now, and Lawrence will also stay out, since Ladislava is quite the rough customer, as it were.
I'm grateful.
Healing up the mage that will probably die in one attack anyway. Excellent tactics. Wylith, where are you shooting? Surely you don't want to help your friends up north, do you? Yeah, I guess it's just them. So take another 25, random Cavalier. Okay, we gotta get this monster out of the way, and then we can think about how to invite Ladislava out to have a little chat with Ignatz. Lysithea gets to level 33.
I'm not there yet.
No, you are not. Your Bolt Axe is, though. Might want to catch up with it somehow. Where do we want to position you, Lysithea? You can do battle with that other monster, so let's put you up there. Ignatz, is a little preoccupied with all the murderous rage he's feeling, so he's going to delete this monster.
I'm impressed.
Me too! Everyone should be impressed with Ignatz. He'll move up here with Lysithea. We'll probably draw out Ladislava with Marianne, since she has the Aegis shield and the highest defense. Balthus can get rid of that mage. And he's at too low of HP, even with that defense boost, to take on a Cavalier.
No choice.
You did
Don't
have a
get
choice,
used to
and you
this.
woke up and chose violence.
Fun to
So
watch.
we always do like to see that, as Leone says. Let's reposition. And I guess it's not quite Ladislava time. Don't have the confidence. We must have checked the stats and saw that Marianne would have had a bad time. So Raphael, of all people, is going to tank that Cavalier hit. His defense is pretty decent. Hilda, well, doesn't die, which is all we can really ask of her. She doubles back with Thoron, deals a little bit of damage, and gets her to reason 4. So she hasn't learned bolting yet. I know it's on her spell list for some reason. Wyleth is going to continue to snipe, gets another critical. Ignatz has another Ashes and Dust left. He's going to use it right here. And nails it, of course. Making those barriers much more vulnerable. We'll keep him where he is. In order to provide linked attack support, Balthus fails to get a crit when dealing 23 damage, which is a cardinal sin against Comedy. Raphael will once again have to finish things off.
I'll try.
Hilda, let's see. Do you get any HP back from this? You get 3. Excellent. All 3 of those HP will be vital. Lysithea, we have another barrier to break down, so just huck an axe into it. There we go. Now we get to mine some ore, and it's all of 1 Umbral Steel. Great. Who is up next to attack this thing? Lawrence. We don't want you on the receiving end of any Ladislavas, so let's Fading Blow you out of the red zone. Marianne can come in and take a hit, so we'll put her up. And she knows what comedy is. She had to get a crest activation and a critical to do that. Take notes, Balthus. Claude will just punch so much, one of them is bound to be a critical hit, right? Right? There we go. There's his moment, at the very last one. Claude studied drama. He knows how to raise the stakes, get some tension. Leonie's just going to stay exactly where she is. 1 crit, and 2 isn't enough to get the kill, but it sure was awesome. Okay, what do we got to deal with? Cavalier, Ladislava is out.
Favor, I will not let you pass.
That kind of transactionality isn't healthy in a relationship, Ladislava. Okay, then. Wyleth still uselessly over here, but she is perfectly content to let her students languish and struggle. Balthus. Apparently Ladislava doesn't take any extra damage from bows, so we'll just fire away at this beast and contemplate existence. Okay, Claude. Let's get some free damage down on Ladislava. It's not very secret when it's just a bunch of dudes running. Now where do we want you to be, Claude? Right here, since she has a lot of evasion. Poison Strike is pretty effective against her, even if Aegis goes off. So there we go, 12 free damage from Raphael.
Even if it costs me my life, I've got to protect the Great Bridge.
I fail to see how you dying helps you protect it, but whatever you gotta tell yourself. Oh, Marianne can finish things off.
Lady Edelgard, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Marianne.
Well, Ignatz didn't get to do it himself, but Marianne, I guess, is trying to be the biggest fan of the victors that there ever was. So, Not Ferdy is now out on the map. Leone, we gotta keep you exactly where you are for the funny purposes. 6% advantage, fails to hit, and that's the end of this monster.
Let's see it in action.
And the end of Sword B as we get to B+. Yes, she is relentless. She's been standing in that exact spot for, what, 3 turns? Ignatz is going to fearlessly move up now that he has giddily taken over the bridge from Edelgard's new bow. And he's just going to stay right there. Let's try to make that not look quite as stupid. Hilda, get us started. I said get us started. Lysithea, can you bail us out here? Let's equip the axe of Ukon-Basra. And try to go for a gambit here. You can't bail us out of this? Now we just kind of look pretty dumb. Lawrence, can you help out? Killing it would be very nice. Oh, so you're just going to kill that real quick. Thanks, Lawrence. Balthus is fine. He's just 100% good and fine. Lysithea, similarly 100% good and fine. Got some healing for all of the random damage that Wyleth has been dealing. Ignatz gets a dodge here, so he's fine too. Couple of counterattacks, taking the beast to an unfunny 68 HP. Balthus still fine? Yeah, Veninax can't crack through all of Balthus's, like, furs. Raphael, can you kill either of these? Yes, you can double up with fire. And, well, we don't have a lot of HP, but they're dead. We get to level 34.
Gotta get stronger.
Well, more accurate is actually kind of what you need, so I'm glad you got that at least. Leone can get rid of this one with a Nosferatu.
Make a difference?
It did. The enemy is dead.
I'll keep pushing myself.
Could you push yourself to be a little more offensively helpful? I get the speed is your whole thing, but it doesn't have to be, like, literally 100% of your thing. Let's gambit this monster with Claude. Just a couple more barriers we gotta chop down. Well, 3 of them, I guess.
Still the king.
Are you? I guess since it can't hit back, you can call yourself whatever you want. So there's another barrier down. Oh, we also have a mage up here. Sounds like a nerd to me. Lawrence says, get back in the locker, nerd.
Amazing.
Hilda is pro-bullying. That is something to be aware of. Lysithea, what do we want you to hit with? Just go in with the short axe to chop down the far barrier and then get out of the way. Hilda, it doesn't really matter where you are, but we want you to pop that one remaining barrier. Get a little bit of HP out of it, and now the monster is stunned and we get another Umbral Steel. Ignatz can now go in with his lance, and, well, you would, but for the way the health bars work. Now then, we can put you right there, and Wyleth is going to continue taking pot shots at whatever.
Fine work.
They're going to keep healing those pot shots at whatever. Alright, Not Ferdy is out. Still gotta kill this monster. Let's see what Ignatz can get done. Gets a dodge and deals 60. No crits mean we need to put some more effort out on that health bar. It's pretty dangerous to move super far forward here, Ignatz, so just go there. Lawrence has a lot of firepower, and he has decent dodge for the vantage hit, so there goes that health bar. Probably should have saved Lawrence for the last one, given his high crit rate. Anyway, Marianne can go in with the Killer Axe and is the queen of comedy, never doubt her. Now then, Hilda, we want you out of the red zone. Let's see what you can do with Thunder. Critical hit, and we just need a little bit more. There you go, Hilda.
Team effort.
Indeed it was, but you get all the glory because you got the kill. Balthus has an HP, so he's good. He'll fire away here for 19 and then run away. We gotta deal with not 30 here right quick, so let's light him up once and twice. He's down.
Who's next?
Leone saying if you don't take pride in your ginger status by wearing that helmet, then you must be punished. Claude is going to move on up and punch out a nerd before moving back a little bit. Now, Wyleth can take out that nerd. Headshot, I guess. And we'll do a little bit of healing for Marianne and move Lysithea up into the red zone.
Noted.
See a 1 point heal, that is more our hallmark. And maybe we shouldn't have moved Lysithea up. Okay, Claude's still fine though, so we only need to back up to where we moved Lysithea. So just here, we'll instead move Lysithea next to Ignatz.
Appreciate it.
So we get to see that dramatic moment again, and now they're on the move. Attacking Claude still is fine. Claude's alive, and they can't get to him with 2 units. So we'll fire away at the healer. We don't get another crit.
I work to grow.
Ooh, and Petra gets to reason 3. We'll eventually be able to get her to a better class.
Shall we?
Maybe. Hilda can't actually get close enough to attack from that angle, so we'll just heal with her. Get Marianne to full HP, and that helps Mercedes get to level 26.
This is for everyone's good.
More defense is always helpful with our armor units. Single HP is all he needs to be the king of. Let's fire away at the commander. That literally was damage. Good job, Balthus. Let's keep you relatively close for linked attack purposes. Leone needs to get here to attack whatever she wants. Let's use our last 2 fires to clear out this cavalier in the back.
How about a curtsy?
Shall we?
And we have just that one commander that we've got to deal with. Lawrence can get close enough to use a curve shot. Ooh, that is a lot of defense on this guy. Lawrence can't break through very well. Okay, Ignatz, you're up. Let's see what you can get accomplished. Just an Iron Axe hit, hits for 23. No crit chance, and Ignatz had no chance to die, so that's always good. We'll just wait for them to attack us, see what we can do on enemy phase. Lysithea takes out the nerd with an axe. Now she's going to get hit by this. She's gonna die again. Okay, we need to redesign what we did at the end. Back up.
It's that
Okay,
time
we'll
to
keep
die.
Ignatz there. Still Elixir with Claude. And we'll just keep Lysithea there. I don't know if we're going to have Ignatz survive this generation. He's fine against the magic.
I took care of
He takes the nerd out. Now he might die to this. Okay, he manages to get the dodge. All of that avoidance actually helped. There's nowhere to run back there, buddy. Let's get our incidental experience from healing.
This is making sense.
Ooh, level B.
Timing.
We'll keep Balthus in range to get his stat boost. Now it's Claude time. 1 and 2. And they're down, and Claude gets to level 37.
More battles means more strength.
Oh, been studying with Petra, have you?
I'm glad we defeated them here. I doubt they're an enemy we could win against twice.
We literally beat Ladislava twice, if not more. Who's the MVP? But Leone. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. It really helps boost the videos so other people get to see them, and make sure you don't miss the next installment. Thanks again.